We are in the kitchen with Miss Allison Davis at Wild Thyme. How are you doing today?
Awesome.
What do you have cooking for us today? This looks awesome.
Do you know what this is?
Eggplant.
All right.
I know.
Ding, ding, ding.
I know. Thank you.
I hate eggplant.
You know what? I've never really had it. So.
Most people hate it, but there's only one way to eat it, in my opinion.
And how's that?
I mean, I don't know, I shouldn't say that, but my favorite way to eat it is fried.
Oh, good. Well,
like eggplant parmesan, or in this case, kind of like almost like mozzarella sticks.
Okay.
So this is great, honestly,
good.
for the kids because this is a vegetable that you could have just like mozzarella sticks, and I think they would enjoy it. And you can even sprinkle some cheese on it if you wanted to.
Wow.
But we're gonna do the standard breading procedure, which means, it sounds very complicated and technical, but which means we're going to do kind of a dry, wet, dry, and get this nice like breadcrumb crust on the
Interesting.
eggplant.
All right.
So what I'm going to do right now is start to just kind of cut these into like strips.
And you cut the ends off first.
I did, just to kind of square it up a bit.
Because I've never eaten an eggplant before, ever.
Oh my gosh, you'll love it this way. So, see, I'm just kind of cutting them like you would almost like a mozzarella stick.
Right.
Right? So we'll just have these nice like sticks of
kind of chunky
eggplant.
sticks.
Yeah. I think I'll leave that one. And then we're going to bread these guys.
All right.
And then they're going to go into our fryer. And I just have that cast iron skillet. And I love using cast iron because it's a great heat conductor. So it's going to keep your oil really nice and hot.
Good.
Okay.
Good.
You see all that movement going on in there. That just means that it's really hot. So I'm just going to kind of, you know, watch our heat on that just a little bit.
You know,
so
they have all these
start to burn it.
Right, exactly. We have all these fancy pans now, and you know, I think our grandparents had it right with the cast iron stuff, huh?
Oh, they did, certainly. All right, so 3 things. You have 3 dipping containers, and then we're going to start with the flour, but I always season our flour, so we're going to do a nice little bit of salt and pepper, and then we have our egg mixture, and then we have our breadcrumb mixture. Same thing, we're going to do some salt and some pepper, and then I'm also going to add in a little bit of parsley and some garlic into our breadcrumbs, because that's going to be the last thing, and that's going to be the first thing that you taste when you bite into your eggplant. Okay. So we have our breadcrumbs kind of mixed up. Move that.
And is that just straight eggs? You said egg mixture.
Eggs. So we go into our flour, and then the flour helps to allow the egg to kind of stick on.
Oh, you do it first.
Yeah.
Interesting.
And then the egg allows for your breadcrumbs to all stick. And I use a panko breadcrumb. So that it has that nice crunch and texture to it. All right, and so we're gonna prep up a few more of these. Do you want to do that while I make the sauce?
I sure can.
Okay, awesome.
And we'll switch places, or do you need me?
Yeah, that's perfect.
Okay.
So your hands are going to get a little dirty, I promise you, but we'll take care of it. All right, so while she's doing that, the sauce that we're going to make is basically just a simple, about as simple of a marinara as you can get. I'm taking some crushed tomatoes, and we're going to heat this up.
All right.
And then to this, I'm basically just going to add garlic and some red pepper flake. And then I'll probably just add a touch of balsamic vinegar.
I dipped it in the wrong one first.
That's all right.
I'll set him aside. There we go. Oops.
All right, so I'm adding some garlic. You could add some fresh garlic in there as well. A little red pepper flake, and just let that kind of come to a simmer. But really, that's about as simple as it's going to get. All right, and then I'm going to start dropping these guys in.
All right.
To our oil.
All right.
Come on.
And we are, I know, she is. Well, we're going to cook these up, and we're going to give them a little taste test. We're back in the kitchen. We have our deep fried eggplants. I can't wait to try it. It looks so good. It really does.
So we took it through the breading procedure, put it in the fryer, and then let it brown. And then we had our little sauce here, and the sauce is as simple of a marinara as you can get. It is tomato, balsamic, garlic, red pepper flake, salt and pepper.
Well,
and then
it tastes incredible.
Tell me what you think.
Oh, it's incredible.
Try a little bit of that. You've got the crispness, you've got the juiciness inside. You know, like I said, you could also probably sprinkle in some Parmesan cheese. But I think this could be a nice little trick, you know, with the kiddos for a substitute to mozzarella sticks.
I think it's fantastic. It tastes great. I love it. And it didn't really take that long to do this
really
either.
Creamy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Real juicy. I love it. Turned out great.
All right. Well,
Well, if you want this recipe and many other recipes, go over to our website at WTVQ.com, click on the recipes tab, or you can go over to Allison's site at WILDTHYMECOOKING.com, and we will be right back right after this short break.